Referee Nick Barron's getting this assignment. TJ DeSantis, Megan Anderson, Julie Kedzie inside Kansas City, Kansas's Memorial Hall for Invicta FC's Phoenix tournament. Our clock powered by Juju Me. Fight premature aging with Juju Me's high-grade Juju Bees, the ultimate unknown superfood. Use code Invicta FC for 10% off. Delboni in the white, the red and blue for Lindsey VanZandt. VanZandt said that she felt Delboni was the uncrowned champion and that tonight this was a de facto championship bout. It's for the Phoenix tournament championship, but this is going to say a lot moving forward about this atomweight division.
It really does, and she's been very dismissive of the current atomweight champion, Alicia Zappitella, tonight, so it will be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Who, by the way, is in the front row tonight, watching all of this.
She's got the best seat in the house.
And for Zappitella, I had a chance to catch up with her, and she said that she leaned towards Lindsey VanZandt. She felt that Delboni cutting weight, 3 weeks apart, it might play to her detriment if this fight goes in the latter rounds.
Yeah, it's interesting the way they can kind of see something that maybe we don't see when we see the rest of the competitors there. They're kind of eyeing each other very clearly and assessing the situation very strategically.
And strategies have been, very urgent throughout the night. Be first, be often, and that changes now here with the, afforded extra 10 minutes here. A combination of punches there by the Brazilian.
And, in those previous fights, LVZ did a lot more footwork, I would say a lot more aggressive footwork. She's still doing a great job of staying out of range, being in and out, but you can see the respect that she has for Delboni's power, her takedowns, and just her capacity to capitalize on openings.
I think what we're also seeing is Delboni is able to match VanZandt's speed, which none of her competitors before were able to do. So she's having to be a little bit more patient, and Delboni has phenomenal counter-striking that she really has to pay attention to.
Coming forward punches is the Brazilian, but VanZandt able to get her back away from the cage, back at space.
It's interesting, both of them really like to pull your attention up high and hit that inside leg and try to off-balance each other.
Halfway point here of round number 1. Looking at the skill set of Lindsey VanZandt, she's really showcased her high kicks tonight. We'll see if she tries to utilize that here against Delboni.
Right on cue.
And I think that's a really good idea. High kicks and keeping range and not getting tied up this tightly in the clinch. Not yet.
Delboni able to close that distance and had one underhook for a brief moment, but VanZandt not accepting that position willingly.
Beautiful elbows by Delboni on the break, though.
Definitely had to eat those shots. Feinting again for that shot is VanZandt.
What she did, though, differently this time is she used it to come up striking, which she didn't in the previous attempt. She's blending it together a little bit better, which, is going to make Delboni really have to question the integrity of that takedown, which is going to set up VanZandt striking a lot better. But, man, some big punches by both ladies right now.
We're getting echoes of the Delboni-Zappitella fight in that Delboni just walks through punches. She just walks you down.
A lot of volume here in this first round by Delboni, but we see VanZandt come high with that kick. Didn't land, but again, that's something she's thrown in all of her matches thus far tonight.
And I think it would be a really well-timed attack when Delboni's actually attacking her, because Delboni does have the tendency to kind of put her hands down and just go forward like that with her chin forward. She's so fast, though, guys.
Back at space. VanZandt really, again, called her shot, winning her first quarterfinal via submission. Looking at it tactically, would she have been better off, Megan, to face Delboni in a 1-round fight compared to a 3-round fight?
Honestly, yes. She should have picked the one-round option. Delboni is a different beast in itself. I think she's the only one that's been able to compete power-wise, speed-wise, timing-wise with VanZandt. And I think instead of 3 rounds, just having 1 round, she's able to really do a lot more because now she's pacing herself. VanZandt's pacing herself a little bit because she knows she does have 15 minutes instead of just 5.
Well, now she's only got 10 because 5 are in the books here between these 2 women in our tournament finale. Title fight against Alicia Zappitella a few weeks ago. She's taking on Lindsey VanZandt here. The tournament finale of Invicta FC's Phoenix tournament. See, the judges had leaned there with Delboni. Your thoughts on the scorecard early, Megan?
I agree with that decision. I think Delboni did a much better job of controlling the pace. She controlled the range. She threw the more damaging strikes. She was the aggressor. She was putting VanZandt on the back foot. And, you know, she stuffed those takedowns. Obviously, even though VanZandt looked to take it to the ground, the judges scored it in favor of Delboni because she wasn't able to really solidify the position. And I think that's the difference is if someone is not able to solidify a takedown, then you should not be scored in favor of the person going for the takedown.
It's more about what you do with the position if you're able to get it rather than just going for it. And yeah, we'll see if she's able to get it at any point in this round. Looking at Delboni, again, coming forward with some punches. We've seen some kicks from VanZandt. Would you like to see her mix up the kicks, maybe attack the lead leg?
Very much so,
Delboni?
TJ. Yeah, and you know, we saw that she blended that takedown attempt with an attack. I would love to see her do some more of that, especially when she's in close, because there'll be more shin connection to the face. She's flexible. We've seen her do it before.
VanZandt is showing a lot more aggression this round. She's throwing a little bit more, which I'd like to see. She's really not letting Delboni kind of set the pace for the exchanges.
And, you know, what you said earlier about, you know, it's what you do with the position. One position that Delboni always kind of establishes is real estate on her feet, right? She's controlling the center of the cage. She walks her opponents down, gets them their backs up against the wall, and keeps them there for the most part. I say that, and of course, VanZandt's off, but you know what I'm talking about.
These atomweights move quickly.
Yes, they do.
Approaching 2 minutes down here in this second round. Kick to that lead leg of Delboni by VanZandt.
Nice.
High kick. Did land there.
Delboni just walks through that.
Keep chipping away. You're scoring here.
What I would like to see Delboni do is, as VanZandt is circling, she's just following her. She needs to cut off the cage. See, she's just kind of trotting along, following her around the cage. I would like to see her use a little bit more footwork to cut off the cage, and she's going to be able to kind of maneuver VanZandt into those big punches instead of just following her around.
Halfway point of this fight, 2.5 down in round number 2, clinched up against the fence here.
I have to say, VanZandt's showing it. She's not successful in getting off the cage right now, but in earlier fights, and earlier in this fight, she's showing a really nice evolution of her escapes from her back up against the cage. She's able to twist up high and stomp through low.
Able to get off that fence is VanZandt. Back at space.
Hey, chip that leg again. That's it. Something real up top. That's it. Keep that left when we go.
And this is what VanZandt needs to do. She needs to pick her shot. She needs the in and out motion. She's got the range. She needs to use it. She cannot let Delboni get on the inside, because once she does, she is unstoppable.
That was really nice right there. And I totally agree with you, Megan. I think that one of the things VanZandt really needs to utilize is fakes to that left hook. She's able to land that left hook if she believes in it. It's there for her.
Coming forward again with punches is Delboni, but VanZandt able to put her on the fence for a brief moment, but now back at space. And that's the thing here with Delboni, you know, even when VanZandt is starting to throw more strikes, it's the Brazilian that is constantly marching forward.
Yeah, and you have to think how much of that is based upon that last fight with Zappitella.
High kick again by VanZandt, but
Beautiful takedown defense though, and that just shows the well-roundedness of Delboni. But VanZandt, so game, and I think that the difference in the kicking game, the teeps, the head kicks, the leg kicks, it's really what's going to set her apart if she can keep that range.
Nice job by VanZandt to get back at space, pawing forward with that left hand.
One thing she was doing well against Mahalik was attacking the body with those kicks too. I don't recommend kicking like a round motion, a roundhouse kick to the body of Delboni. She's so good at grabbing kicks, but side kicks and teeps straight on, pulling your leg back quickly, will establish her longer range.
And I think this is where VanZandt is having success, because Delboni is just following her around, so she's able to use those angle changes to her advantage.
Again, just so impressed with Delboni's takedown defense. Just beautiful.
Oh, some hard punches.
Now 10 minutes in the books between these atomweights. Lindsey VanZandt, Jéssica Delboni.
Yeah, I am not surprised at the scoring. I can see where the one judge scored it for Delboni, but I can also see why the other two scored it for VanZandt. Her movement is what set her apart in that round. So at least Delboni going into this round, she knows she's up on one scorecard. She just needs to get up on one more. And this is what she's doing. This is what I love to see. Even though she's gone 20 minutes already of fight time tonight, she is putting it all on the line in this last 5 minutes. She's constantly pressing forward. She's not giving VanZandt enough space to really effectively use her range.
And it really is all about space and timing. I mean, you look at VanZandt, she's moving and trying to do the right things, but when you have this Brazilian just marching you down, constantly shutting down your offense by forward aggression, it's hard to get going.
Yeah, shutting down your offense, and then the offense you have against somebody marching forward is to take them down, and she's so good at deflecting that, TJ. You know, props again to VanZandt. Her movement, like you said, Megan, and the range of her kicks, the display she's able to do up and down and up and down. But when Delboni gets rattling off those punches, it is really hard not to shy away, not to try and, you know, move away and then try to re-engage from another angle, and Delboni just doesn't allow it.
I think this round is really going to showcase who wants it more. And I think Delboni is kind of starting to edge away a little bit. I would like to see VanZandt just, you know, she's moving a lot. I want to see her just sit down, throw punches, make Delboni respect that range.
Tonight's journey started with 8 athletes. We are down to 2. This is our tournament finale. And as you mentioned, a lot of work put in by both women, and you know, this is where your heart is truly tested. It's this final round of this final fight with everything hanging in the balance.
It really is, and just the showcase of Delboni's athleticism. She just went a hard 25 minutes. 3 weeks ago, she's now put in another hard 25 minutes with 3 different opponents. Like, it just showcased the level and the caliber of competitor that she is.
It's a beautiful overhand right there landed for VanZandt earlier, and that gave her a lot of confidence. Still not getting those takedowns, but I love that she keeps going for them because it does bring Delboni's attention to a different area. Good left hook.
VanZandt talked about her evolution as a fighter and the need to leave the East Coast and end up in Arizona. She's found a home out there, and you know, we've seen the product of that move here unfold inside the Invicta FC cage tonight.
Yeah, I've always felt that going west is generally a good idea for a fight career. You know, just and going west metaphorically as well, TJ. Just getting out of your comfort zone, going somewhere where it's going to push you and change your atmosphere, change what you're experiencing.
I mean, going west here in the States for Megan, it's going to a different hemisphere north.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's a very big change.
Coming up on the final 2 minutes here for these atomweights in our tournament finale.
Oh,
ooh, nice right hand.
That made her mad.
Oh, Delboni looks mad.
Yes, she does.
I would not want that staring me down in the cage.
Think about everything that Delboni has gone through. You mentioned a lot of people wouldn't have even taken this tournament opportunity. Why do I need to earn my title fight when many people believe I'm the uncrowned champion? That was not the mindset of Jéssica Delboni. She's got 90 seconds to leave it out of the judges' hands.
I just have to say how much respect I have for these two competitors tonight, you guys. They really are leaving it all out there.
And that's really what this tournament is all about. The one-night tournament thought to be a thing of the past, but Shannon Knapp worked with the Kansas Commission to bring it back, and so far it's been just a treat to watch this unfold inside the cage.
I think just the difference in power between when VanZandt throws and Delboni throws is just, I think that's such a big factor, particularly in this third round. When Delboni throws, it sounds like it hurts. Whereas VanZandt, she's crisp and she's clean with those punches and she's very strategic with where they place it.
Very important final 45 seconds here between these atomweights. Delboni controlling VanZandt up against the fence, lowering her elevation, trying to get the takedown, but LVZ having none of it.
Nice.
Again, Delboni flawless with her takedown defense. We've seen that over the course of this tournament as well as that title fight, but VanZandt trying to stick with it and Delboni again saying no.
She sticks to her like butter, though. She doesn't let any space come between them. She just gets right back in it.
Well, the journey tonight ends right there. The judges will have to sort it out, but Jéssica Delboni believes that she called her shot and marches right over to the atomweight champion.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges, and here are the totals. 30-27, 29-28, and 29-28. All for your winner by unanimous decision. And now the Phoenix Tournament Atomweight champion from Brazil, Jéssica Correia.